So this is working with charts part 2 in Microsoft Excel. So if I click on my file, I have my chart already typed in, and you can see on the chart then we have a legend across the bottom, so the blue is referring to Jim, Tom, and then the green to Eileen, etc. My chart title is empty at the moment. Now there's several ways of doing this, but I want to show you the way that I find consistently works. Okay, so when I want to add an object to my chart, so I want to add a chart title, if I click on the chart, under my chart tools, I've design and format. I have huge difficulty remembering which it's under. Yeah, under design tab, the very first here is add a chart element. And when I click on the drop down, I get all the elements I can add to this particular type of chart. So if this was a pie chart, the elements I can add will change. So under add chart element, I have chart title. I can have none, I can have it above it, or I can have it centered. So I'm going to say above chart. So when I click on it, it automatically puts in the box for chart title, and I can start to type. And when I press return, it enters into the chart title. And if I click off it, you just see it a little bit better. Okay, if I click into the chart again and just have a look at some of the other elements I can add, you can play with them yourself, but the usual ones that I would add would be data labels. So I can have them centered on the inside end, inside. The one I prefer is outside end. So it puts the actual value for Jim's January on the top of the column, 1175. 1175. Difficult enough to read it, but that's just because my chart is small. If I make the chart bigger, they just adjust a little bit better. The other thing that we can do then is we can change the colors on the chart. I showed you already the bars, so if I click on a bar, I can then go up to format. Format is changing the appearance, so I can say yellow, and they change to yellow. But as I move my mouse over the chart, I come up with different areas. There's the chart title, there's the chart area. If I bring it here, I'm on the plot area. So if I click to select the plot area, whatever area I have selected, if I change the color, that area will be that color. So if I click onto the chart area, and I make the chart area sort of an orangey color. You can move the chart around, you know how to resize it. The other thing you can do is you can move this chart so it appears on a worksheet on its own. You can do it manually, but you're better off to do it through the chart tools. Under design, there's an option here for move chart. And the default is it's an object in the current sheet. So I'm going to click on new sheet. I'll just leave it as chart 1 and I'll say OK. And it immediately moves the chart onto a page on its own, and for one it's a better size. So if I click back to sheet 1, I can see my data. And I would encourage you to make the chart on the same page as the data is on, and then you can always move it when you're happy with your chart. Okay, I'm coming back to sheet 1, and this time I'm going to do another chart, a pie chart, and the pie is going to be of their names and of their total. So I've highlighted the first column, I'm holding down the control button, and I'm highlighting the last column. So that's just highlighting things that are not beside each other. And I'm going to insert chart, I'm going to all charts, I'm ignoring all the shortcuts, and I'm going to take a 3D pie and say OK. Okay, so if the instruction tells me then to change the color of the chart area, I would click until I find the chart area, and then I will change the color. And be patient with it. The chart area is there. If I come closer to the pie, I'll find the plot area, but I say just be patient. I don't know why you want these colors changed, but I know in the exam they just want to make sure you can spot the different colors. or spot the different sections and change the colours. Here's my pie. If I want to change the colours of the segments, I click into the segment I want to change. Now when I clicked it once, it's after selecting the whole pie. You see the little arrow dots around the whole lot? I have to click on the pie a second time, and that will just give me the one sector. Oh, that's too light the other colour. I go bright blue. Okay, now it's no big deal. I'll show you again. If I click once, it's selected all of them. How do I know they're all selected? I can see the little dots, but if you can't see the dots, when I change the colour, you can see it's changed the colour of the whole pie. So just use your undo and then click onto the sector you want to change again, and then change the colour. Okay, that just takes a little bit of practice. The other thing that can happen with the pies is sometimes they ask you to explode the pies. And if I click onto the pie, hold down the button and drag out, you see the way I've pulled the little sector out. Okay, so I'll just undo those again. So you just click onto the sector and just pull it, and just it maybe draws attention to that piece, that sector. And then you can also add elements, data labels, inside end, outside end. I'll put them, yeah. I had only this one selected, so it only went on that one. If I had the whole chart selected, I'd put the data labels on the inside of each sector.